younger in minutes, and the effects will last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results.
Look at this one under eye bag. It's gone. I tried it out, and I found Plexiderm, and it's not.
The best news, you can try Plexiderm this holiday season for only $14.95 and free shipping.
Okay,
Just
that's
call
good.
the number on your screen.
Hi everyone, welcome to Knockin Chu Out Streams.
PlexidermTrial.com.
Back here again with the nice relaxing NXT.
Got me 3 times more than the original offer.
Sorry there's not much to say on the match card today. They really were very vague today.
Secured 10 times what I had expected. You've been injured. Don't settle for less.
Spectre and Associates, your serious injury lawyers. 800-318-8888.
I need to still go upstairs though because I washed my blankets and sheets on my bed and I need to take them out. I also washed my gothic Christmas PJs to see if they shrunk some more. I want to see if they shrunk some more, but I'll try it on later.
We are live in Orlando, Florida. Welcome to NXT on the CW, presented by Progressive. And I want to welcome in ringside. Booker T is not here tonight. I'm Big Joseph, and I'm being joined once again by SmackDown's very own Corey Craig. And Corey, what a time to pick the final NXT before deadline Saturday. The holidays are upon us, but I am excited for Iron Survivor season. This Saturday, I cannot wait for deadline. In fact, let's not waste any more time. Let's send it up to our general manager, April.
Ladies, you all have the honor of being handpicked by the greatest of all time, John Cena.
Whoa, that's some nice eyeshadow, Ava.
One of you will walk
Ava has some nice
out
eyeshadow
as
on.
the new #1 contender for
It's
the
like my favorite shade of
NXT
blue.
Women's Championship. A win on Saturday could change the path of your careers forever. So
I like
ladies,
that.
the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Ava.
I like that bodysuit that Soul has on. It goes really nicely with those cargo pants. That's the way you're supposed to style bodysuits like that.
I am a world champion.
Kendall Gray wearing something basic. Lola Vice, her look is kind of inspired by Selena Quintanilla. Not a lot, but I can tell it's inspired by that a little bit. And I just love how she has those hip garter buckles just on the side of her pants right there. I get too nervous to wear those though. I think that's too much exposure down there. I also like her eyeshadow too. That's a nice shade of pink / purple.
Champion with my best friend by my side to standing here empty-handed. Now, my life has been a little strange, a little rough recently, a little complicated.
Jordan Grace is kind of wearing the same thing as Kendall Gray, except she's wearing
gain my peace back, and that's
basically
and walking into New Year's Evil
whitewashed. Yeah, that's what it's called, whitewashed. Whitewash jeans.
That's a nice thought, Soul. But take it from someone with experience. The path is never that simple. I've come this close too many times to lose again.
And finally, George.
I'm ready to run through a brick wall to win that title, and there's not a woman in this ring.
Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan's wearing, well, her crop jacket is kind of nice, but I'm just not a fan of. I'm not a fan of that little burgundy color on a jacket like that.
He picked me because no matter how many times I've gotten screwed, I still believe in myself. From NXT to AAA, Vice City is everywhere, baby. And if it weren't for Lainey, I would be your women's champion right now.
Look, maybe that is true. But right now, the only champion in here is me. Look, I know I'm going
going to be an underdog walking into this match, but I always rise to the level of my competition. And I also know that this is going to be one of the toughest challenges for me. But I am built on big moments.
Shut up, Kendall. You may be the Evolve Women's Champion, and you're doing great. But now you're swimming with the
But
sharks.
Kalani does have nice makeup, I won't lie.
Lola,
Just burgundy on top of magenta like that, that's kind of cool.
how many more failed attempts is it gonna take for you guys to realize that you'll never?
But I think really Ava takes the cake when it comes to eye makeup, and she's not even a superstar. It's just that they definitely pop out more. Like I see the top two makeup looks definitely go to Lola and Ava.
Electrifying, dynamic, innovative.
But lip color, I do love Kalani so much. That's like my favorite shade.
And now that I'm looking around this ring, I realize there's only two people that have even done this match before, and it's me and Soul. But Soul's knee is all jacked up, and it's gonna look like she's not even gonna have her bestie by her side. So all you guys can come out here and talk a big game, but guess what? At deadline, I'm gonna walk out the #1 contender because you guys are all stand-ins, and I'm the standout.
Oh dear. Profanity.
NXT Universe is fired up tonight.
You know, I just wanted to come out here.
Well,
and
I
say
love
how
that skirt that
excited
JC
I
has
am.
on. It's
Really, I can't
a
wait
fishnet-
to be at
a fishnet
Deadline
long
to
sleeve
see
like
who
that.
the
That's pretty
lucky
sick.
loser at New Year's Evil is gonna be. Because now that the NXT Women's Championship is back around my beautiful, itty bitty 2-inch waist, all order has been restored in NXT. Which brings me to my next question. In what world do you think I'm gonna let any of you
Who's my
losers
favorite in
ruin that
NXT?
for me? I mean,
I don't,
let's look at the
believe it or
playing
not, I
field,
really
shall we?
don't really have much of a favorite in NXT.
Poor soul with her broken
For the
heart
women
and
at
her
least. I
bum
mean,
leg.
Lola Vice counts,
And then we
I
have
guess,
Up,
but
the new
I guess
flavor of the
I can only
week,
say Lola
Kendall
Vice.
Ray,
But
who's
I'm more of a fan of most of the men here in
way over
NXT.
her head. And then,
Like Jevon Evans
wow, I
and
can
Ricky
always
Saints
run
and
it back
Obafemi.
with Jordan
Those
and
are my top
Lola,
3.
Only for it to feel like deja vu when you both choke once again. Oh, and there's Kalani. Hey girl, how you doing? Yeah, I know. I don't like her either, but you know what, Kalani? I'm glad to see you're finally showing some spine. But you're talking a little too confident for someone who just lost her title last week in New York City, so shh.
Please! I still would be Knockouts champion if it wasn't for this meathead.
It's popping off on a Tuesday. So much for the summit being peaceful. Jordan Grace, Kalani.
Yeah, they have nothing to do with that.
Getting into the ring. Everything. Ava's got to get some sense of order out here tonight. Daniel Gray, Lola Vice. Oh my goodness. Wow. Boot and Sol Ruka standing tall. And it may be every woman for themselves on Saturday. But it looks like the Iron Survivor participants are standing together tonight.
How about John Cena saying he believed in Joe Hendry? He even did the spin like you. Not as good, just pretty cool.
This year has just been full of career highlights, but
Oh, Thea.
now the greatest of all time, John Cena, picked me to be a part of the Iron Survivor Challenge.
It's an honor.
It's got to be up there. But tonight, we've got the man tag.
I'm so sorry. Hey, is something funny?
No.
Stop it, they're right there.
I'm sorry. Should we leave?
Honestly, Joe, you should leave. Whatever this is, you chose Thea to be your tag team partner at Gold Rush, and honestly, she let you down. Hey, dude, right here, right here. Think of it. Chelsea and Ethan should have chosen a real power couple, like us. All right, Joe, let me handle this. All right, this is disgusting. If Joe Hendry believes in me, then I believe I can kick your ass tonight.
Come on. I believe you'll kick her ass.
I guess we're both wrestling tonight.
I believe in Thea Hale.
Oh, Thea. I really am not used to you having your own music. I really like you better with your Chase You music. It just matches your energetic personality that you still have. But I do love those kimono jackets that you be having. They're pretty interesting.
The question is, do you believe, Corey? Thea Hale looking to make some believers tonight. Hale, Grace, live next. I was still skeptical of that.
Margarita, skinny, tahini, spicy. You don't survive by being lucky, you survive by being good. Sometimes I think they forget who the greatest female wrestler of all time is. Don't worry, I'll remind them. At WrestleMania Vegas, it's anyone's game.
Tonight's episode of NXT is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive offers 24/7 protection when you
Isn't it great though that I have live TV now, so I can watch NXT and SmackDown without having to go to the wrestling server. Not that I hate going on the wrestling server. It's just that sometimes it just crashes, and that's what can be annoying sometimes. But this won't ever crash.
Based on your driving. So you're not stuck paying for someone else's mistakes. What? Is there something wrong with my hair?
Jack Daniels starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey.
TNA announced on January 15th. Yes, they're going to be on AMC.
That's what makes Jack.
I'm aware, but that's another service that you have to pay for, and I'm not going to pay $10 for that. I'm already paying enough in streaming services. I'm paying for Peacock, I'm paying for Disney Plus, I'm paying for HBO Max, I'm paying for Netflix. I'm paying for Fubo now. It's almost like $180 to $200 that I'm paying in streaming services.
The finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available in everything you wash. The Unstoppables Unlimited collection. Add it to your wash and everything will smell divine. Luxury laundry scent feet so you can smell unstoppable.
Oh, a gift list. Gift guide. Who's on it?
My sister, dog walker, my best friend, my college roommate, pretty much everyone.
Well, we don't have something for everyone, but we do have something for all your someones. Like someone who thinks the best coffee shop could be their kitchen. Or someone who deserves cashmere that's as warm as they are.
Stop! No, the light is not good, Ma. Stop it. Stop it. Stop wanting it to be dark all the time in everyone's room that's not yours. Yes, it is dark. My mom just likes to have it dark all the time. R.I.P. to AJ, yeah. AJ and CM Punk's dog. AJ Lee and CM Punk's dog, Larry, died today.
In the 90s,
I felt bad for them because I know that they treated that dog like their baby, and it almost reminded me of the time. It almost reminded me of the time where, like, you know, us BTS fans, we lost Eon time. That's how it felt like for me. He was a beloved WWE animal. Well, he was a beloved BTS animal for us.
Look, it's clear everyone is a bit stressed before deadline, but I really need you guys to just...
I hope nobody could ever replace that dog in their heart, I'm sure, but I hope they get another one.
No, actually we are. We're done here, Ava. Goodbye. No, you're not. Come back here. Look, last week you interfered in the speed title match, you interfered in the Evolve title match, and tonight you interfered in the Iron Survivor Summit. So you three actually have a 6-woman tag team match tonight against Soul, Lola, and Kendall. So if I were you, I would get ready right now. That is rude. Why does she keep doing
Wow, Ava finally putting
Because she's the boss. You jackass. What's up? We had a disagreement yesterday during Rhea and Io promo. I was like, man, I know we don't agree on the same things, but I respect your opinions. Of course I'll listen to everyone's opinion, and just because I disagree on something that people say doesn't mean that I don't take into consideration, and I don't totally disregard what you say. That'll just be rude.
Final resolution. You see what he posted on social media. Wonder if Stacks is thinking about that matchup and truly focused on what's going on here at hand with Ariana Grace tonight. NXT on the CW brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Please drink responsibly. That brings me back to this matchup, Corey. You can't even argue with me. Ariana Grace was flat out rude earlier today.
I have never found myself in an inarguable situation, Joseph, all right? The fact is, Ariana Grace and Stacks were enjoying themselves. They were laughing. It was Thea Hale who took exception to the fact that the couple was having a great time. That's not rude on Ariana's part.
Their expense making fun of them? That was rude.
They weren't saying it to them, they were saying it about them. Totally different scenario.
Who cares? You're terrible, Corey.
Well, how worried should Stacks be of someone like Steve Macklin, who you know very well?
I've known Macklin a long time. He's a very, very dangerous individual, borderline unhinged at times. I think Stacks knows
But
he's
you
in
know,
for a fight. But I personally think
Thea's gear kind of reminds me of the Derpy Tiger from K-pop Demon Hunters, since it's the same color palette.
What the hell's Thea Hale doing?
No, that's what Stacks was doing. Stacks hit up the door for that chop right to the throat. I was getting ready to ask you, who needs this win more?
I do like Ariana's outfit too, though. Definitely a shout out to both figure skaters, and is inspired by a Chinese lantern aesthetic, and that's always very pretty. I can't wait for figure skating. That's the only thing I actually look forward to when I think about the Winter Olympics.
Speaking of which, this matchup just made official 6-woman tag team match still.
But that's not till I think February, so.
Shoulders down and a near fall. What is someone like General Manager Nick?
It was actually Yuri on Ice that got me hooked on figure skating anyway, because I did not give a damn about the Olympics at all. But once I saw Yuri on Ice, I got hooked on figure skating. I'm not totally obsessed, but I just like watching them in general because it's just so sleek, and I just love seeing the bodysuits.
On the outside, and you got to think to yourself that the roster of men and women have a chip on their shoulder after not being selected by John Cena to head to the Iron Survivor Challenge.
You can look at it one of two ways. You can compete with a chip on your shoulder, or you can use it as
hi there, Daniel. Welcome.
Big exploder suplex motivation to step up your game.
Big kick under the jaw, bottom cover instead did not.
That's something right there. Maybe that's why John Cena didn't choose Theo.
Oh, Stacks.
He tried to trip you.
Covered, you didn't go for it.
And there's Joe. No. Looking for a standing ovation. But back to the ring, this match continuing. Grace from behind. Rolling up, shoulders down. And again, another kick out by Thea Hale coming back in. Grace. Kimura. And a tap. Come on, Grace. Give me a hell yeah.
Good job, girlie. Even though this was just a filler match, I love seeing you.
Second guessing calling out someone like Joe Hendry for his gold rush pick of Thea Hale, who is victorious. Here tonight, big win for Hale.
Carry your girl out of here.
Deadline.
Yeah, you see this? And a touchy one? Idiots. I know that's right. That's that, man. It's twice that. You just seen it try to pull up on us, right? You let it happen again and we won't be having this conversation. And Dennis, I'll put this on safe. Let me handle this. I'll talk to him. You do it.
There he is. Get out here. On site. On site. Hey, you was thinking turn it off.
I'm trying.
Turn it off.
I'm trying. I swear I'm trying.
Did you hear what they said? No. Next time they see y'all, it's on site. And I don't know exactly what that means, but they sounded pretty pissed off. Are y'all stupid?
We have great.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Why are your shoes on?
I am so sorry.
Chase better get his house in order ASAP.
Josh Briggs with that cool smoking cuff shoulder pad. OTM and Jada Parker should reunite. I'm sorry, I really don't know much of their time that they spent together. I really know Jada more as a solo superstar than with a group.
Right now, every Domino's
But
pizza
I'm
is
aware
half
that
off online.
they were together
Every
in a
single
group.
pizza. Like what? I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna get half off some Dom.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day. What an okay day.
They're pretty good looking, I'll admit that.
What you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Walmart's top brand gifts surprised every last who.
Walmart has Tony's and espresso, even apple. Who knew?
Okay, Blazer.
What's his deal? He got that more for your money feeling at Metro with 1 line of unlimited 5G for just $40, period. And a free 5G phone and no activation fees. Only at Metro.
What can I get for you? Jack Daniels.
Jack. Me too.
In every bar, you'll always know someone by name.
Jack and Coke.
Jack Daniels, please. Right away.
That's what makes Jack, Jack.
New Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power. And with the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all clean.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
New rule number 82. Everyone gets what they want. Now we choose the deal. So I get exactly what I want and
So does the Picky Princess. There's something for everyone with the $5 duo or $7 trio. Are you one of the millions of Americans who suffer from an upset stomach after a big meal? Try Pepto-Bismol. Unlike some products, Pepto coats and soothes your digestive system to provide fast 5-symptom relief. Stock up on Pepto today. Magic is back and better than ever. Is it safe? Moving off.
One of the most amazing trips you've ever seen.
So in case you're wondering, why didn't Becky Lynch show up yesterday? She basically said she's boycotting going on Raw until her demands are met.
Tonight at 10.
I moved from Dallas to Los Angeles.
Basically saying that
I wanted to internet.
I really hope that it's a setup for Jessica, referee Jessica, to stop being a referee and end up being a superstar, because she's training and Evolve in secret underneath the mask. I forgot what her name is there, but she's training in secret at WWE Evolve in a mask. So referee Jessica is training to be a superstar.
And the early risers work through lunches and emergency call answers.
Let me know what if you think she has the potential to be a superstar.
We make sure you have everything you need to get the
Cause I follow her all the time, and she seems pretty fit and serious about it. So I wonder if this is a setup for her to try to be a superstar.
I'll quit after this pack.
And I don't think we ever seen a WWE superstar challenge a referee per se.
I'll quit before my kid is born. I'll quit before I have serious problems. I wish I quit when I said I would.
You know you'll quit one day, so get tough with yourself. Do it now. Call 1-866-NY-QUITS.
How am I feeling tonight? I'm fine. got a clean bed.
And there are moments where every second feels like a month, and there are moments where 25 years feels like a second. My lens through what WWE is like 220 dates a year, 5 dates a week, a different town every night. And like there are just gaps that I can't even, like, I don't know what happened in 2006, you know, like, but if I have some time, and if I have a little bit of guidance of like, hey, in 2006 you had a, oh, I remember that. That's where like the decades feel like seconds.
Tom Rinaldi's full interview with John Cena will be available immediately following Raw next Monday on WWE. The week of John's final match at Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. on December 13th.
Big one for dinner tonight, but we was just talking about how we gonna be goofy at Darkstate. Come on now, bros. Come on. We can't let them do us like they did us before, fam. Come on.
Look, I didn't have any run-ins with Darkstate. Like, you guys, supported for y'all showing up last week. I'd have been outnumbered.
Apologies for interrupting, but Ava, this box came for you. Your name's on it, so...
You opened my mail?
No, it came like that.
Right, okay. I will deal with this later. Stone, did you please make sure everything is ready for Ricky and this contract signing?
On it.
So, what I want to say
Not Jevon Evans trying to open
raising
it.
the stakes for your 8-man tag tonight. Whichever man gets the pin gets to pick his spot in the Iron Survivor Challenge. But if Darkstate wins, then Dion gets to pick, so good luck, guys.
Yeah, don't worry about that. What's in the box, though? Hey, come on, we can get a peek on it. I can't see what's in the box. I can't see what's in the box. Let's see what's in the box. I can't see what's in the box.
What is that?
Somebody's cheaping out for the holidays. I was going to say high stakes added.
What is that? I don't even know what that is. A puzzle piece?
Let's go back to Gold Rush, Corey. It was Briggs and Tavion who put their emotions together. This was 2 weeks ago. This is why I talk about this being a grudge match here tonight. Because as you can see, these two men were fighting all over the place in the back.
History repeating
the transition. That transition was funny.
Throwing down, not waiting for the opening bell.
You can say that again, and right now, officially needs to get some order, and that's a nasty landing for Tavion Heights. There was a lot of talking in New York. Obviously, as we can see, the time for talk is over. No matter where we are, New York City, San Antonio, this Saturday here in Orlando, it's the same.
I love those pants he has on. Josh Briggs, those are pretty cool.
You've been a big fan of Tavion Heights, but somebody you've also watched for a long time is
But Tavion Heights wears the same thing all the time. That's why I'm getting pretty bored of him.
Waiting to see it. Josh Briggs has all the tools, but lately it's like Briggs is getting desperate, like he's flailing. Listen, this is a guy who, when I first saw him, was, oh my God, that might be a cover.
Off the massive choke slam, just getting an inside shoulder.
First time I ever saw Josh Briggs, he was competing against Damian Priest in an almost South of Heaven-esque impact. But Briggs has watched Damian Priest go on to greatness. Josh Briggs watched his former tag team partner, Yoshiki Inamura, leave NXT, head back to Japan, and capture gold immediately. Briggs feels like he's playing catch-up. That can do one of two things to a superstar. That can provide you with the fuel that you need, or it can destroy you from the inside out.
Well, after that choke slam, it seems that's the motivation Tavion Heights needs. And it is Heights who does hold a singles victory over Briggs. And what a victory this would be, also into another cover hook in the inside leg and a kick out. This has been an emotional night since the very beginning. And think about this, Obafemi, our NXT champion, Ricky Saints, under the same roof here, still having to sign their contract for deadline on Saturday.
Having all the explosive elements under one roof, but right now a beautiful takedown by Tavion Heights, utilizing his extensive amateur background, Olympic caliber wrestling.
I'm glad you bring that up because Heights is one of those athletes, Graves, that has been molded and trained here at the Performance Center in Orlando. He puts in the time, he stays on the grind, and it's another reason why NXT is different.
I wholeheartedly wholeheartedly agree with you. I believe that Tavion Heiss is a little bit more seasoning away from being fully cooked, for being a major player in the future in WWE.
Glad you bring that up too, because Graves, how has this brand evolved since a young man from Pittsburgh named Sterling James moving forward?
Oh my God, it's unrecognizable in the best way possible. They broke the ground on what is now the Performance Center, and to see the level of talent that populates this place all day, getting to meet new superstars, getting to catch up with old friends. Unbelievable power by Heights.
Olympian into another cover. Whoa, that was close. I mean, this is someone where you talk about the background, going to the Olympics, but this is what we talk about when athletes go to the Performance Center, what they learn so quick.
Being great at another sport does not guarantee you will succeed in WWE. With that said, you've got your exceptions. You think back to a certain Olympic gold medalist who is a Hall of Famer with very good reason. Tavion Heights could be on that same career trajectory if he keeps at it like he's been. It's beautiful fire scare.
And you talk about that Olympian as we get into a cover. Again, Briggs continuing to fight Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle was the one who had the debut match on SmackDown with John Cena, and neither of these men made John Cena's cut list for Saturday's deadline. Did the actions that we relived cost each other the opportunity to even be in that deadline match at Iron Survivor?
I see your point, but I sort of disagree in the sense that sometimes personal issues have to supersede opportunities. You can't succeed in an opportunity like Iron Survivor if you've got to look over your shoulder constantly, worrying about Josh Briggs or Tavion Heights coming to screw you out of taking what you want.
I still can't believe that Liv Morgan
Oh, man!
At Survivor Series, and that shot may have just cost Tavion Heights this matchup. And you can see the look.
Wait a minute.
Don't roll off my neck. Oh, that wall can't catch a break. That wall can't catch a break. If it's not the one on the left, it's the one on the right. It's like they have to have one loose. They have to have one loose barricade just so one of them can go through it.
Jack Daniels starts here.
Yeah.
From cave spring water.
Go to commercial, why don't you?
To smooth Tennessee.
The implant dog Larry died. Yes, I am aware. Thank you for
to their craft.
something I knew already.
That's what makes Jack, Jack.
My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less.
CM Punk can take all the time he needs to breathe. I know this is serious for him and AJ.
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash.
Hey, I'm making dinner plans for you tonight because you can get half off Domino's pizzas when you order online right now. Oh, and it seems like I figured out your dinner plans for the next few nights too. Oh, don't thank me. Thank Dom.
I earned my degree online at Southern New Hampshire University.
It's possible to raise a family, to pursue other things, and still further your education.
And you can do it too from all over the country.
I live in Massachusetts. I live in Texas.
I live in California. I live in Pennsylvania.
I'm from Florida. I'm from Virginia.
North Carolina. I'm St. Louis. I'm from Tennessee.
And I'm from Georgia.
Regardless of where you live across the country, earn your degree at SNHU.
Visit snhu.edu.
Never causing microbes on everyone's scalp. When you use Head & Shoulders every wash, its active ingredient keeps them at bay.
Tackle dandruff every wash.
So Triple H lied to us yesterday, saying that that yesterday was an epic show. He was far from it, and there was no mention. Yeah, there was a mention of the masked mystery person, but for the show, the whole show mentioning him the whole time, you would think he would show up, but he didn't. So, like, I was fine if they didn't reveal who he was, but at least like let him show up so it could validate the hype here that you keep trying to show, because if you just say that he's around tonight, that'll automatically make people assume he's coming. What am I doing tonight? Why do you need to know is my question. What I do on my own time is my business.
What are you eating? What are you eating?
It's a dog park.
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
If you're out of a job, we won't be able to pay the immigration lawyer.
Would you happen to be interested in dog sitting?
I need this to get my family back together. I want to keep things professional.
There's nothing I can do to change your mind. Reservation for 2 and 1 dog.
Thank you for the flower.
This week on
Charlotte, you always be sending me flowers every single time.
is on for the History Wolfpack as NC State welcomes UNC Asheville to Raleigh. CW Courtside Saturday, this week at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific.
How am I doing? I'm fine.
But it was a wild scene as we went in.
I'm pretty much the same all the time.
As Tavion Heights charged inside slam. Briggs splash. Center of the
If I was more depressed, I would be more pissed off easily.
Cover goes Briggs. Hooks the leg at the last second in the kick out.
But I'm the average kind of depressed as far as now.
Good reason for it. After right here, bam, dropping Tavion Heights. Heights able to overcome it. Bam. Right through the safety barricade. It's pushing the body of that man, Josh Briggs.
Anybody who's ever suffered a rib injury during a match will tell you it affects every aspect of your game. Your ability to breathe, your ability to apply offense, your ability to defend, as Josh Briggs just showed, your ability to execute something as simple as a lateral press. Look at this armbar.
Going in again, and we've seen Josh Briggs use a few submissions. As we mentioned, it's not usually his game, but right now he's got to go into the playbook. These two are very, familiar with one another.
Well, the fact of the matter is that it's 2025. There aren't any people left who have one style, who have one gear. Everybody is so
Well, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm fine, because nobody is ever fine per se.
Now it's mixed martial arts. It used to be a karate man versus a jiu-jitsu player. Now everybody's good at everything. That's the case here with WWE as well.
A Swiss Army knife, so to speak, is Tavion. Oh, drop kick connecting. And you start to wonder, too, do you believe that Heights has been motivated over the last few months by someone like Myles Borne, his former tag team partner, the rise of Myles Borne, who was part of our main event, defeated last week?
Well, much like Josh Briggs has been frustrated by watching his peers advance without him, Tavion Heights has been inspired by it. Tavion's seen the success his friends have tasted, and he wants some of his own. But right now, Tavion's shoulder is in bad shape, thanks to the man from nothing, Arizona.
He's
hammer fist, brutal.
Right to that shoulder joint of Tavion Heights. Heights barely able to move at this juncture.
Poor guy.
For Briggs, he is someone who has found himself over the last few months here in NXT. He has called out those in the locker room, not just here in NXT, but also in TNA. He's called out the members of the NXT universe, and he's looking to prove a point.
I'll be okay. It's alright. It's alright, man.
To go in New York City. That has led us to here and now.
Everybody has like that daily depression days.
That's what Briggs needs to do.
I don't know. I'll just never know what it's like for people who separate very greatly and very badly. But there was a time where I was so depressed that I would cut my hair every day, but I haven't done that for 3 years now. So I've been doing pretty well for myself, not cutting my hair over depression, because how people self-harm themselves. I'm really not that bold to self-harm myself. I did like maybe one time in my life, but I did not like the feeling of it. So instead of self-harming myself, I decided to cut my hair, because at least if I'm destroying a part of myself, that's my hair, it'll grow back.
This moment, as we had a meeting of the minds in the center of the ring.
Adrenaline is a hell of a thing. Sometimes it can be your best friend in a situation like this if you're Tavion Heights. But Briggs has the chain. Briggs ripped the chain off of his own neck.
And our official, big right hand though. Tavion Heights beat him with a punch. No pun intended.
Big suplex by Heights. Hooks the new leg.
Patented belly to belly for the 3.
Yeah, we're too close, man.
And you have to go back to the ring awareness of the savvy veteran.
And Tavion needs to keep his cool here. Don't do something stupid.
Off the ball, right to the back of the neck.
Tavion's been blessed with all the athletic gifts God could conceive, but not eyes in the back of his head. Good God, what a lariat!
And Briggs is victorious tonight.
Yep. They just didn't have to They just didn't have to ring it in that much because the cheating method failed, so it should just let him have it.
Let's take a look. Backstage, Your Way replay brought to you by Burger King and BK. Have it your way, you rule. And Josh Briggs ripped off that chain, which we've seen in the past. The officials saw it. Tavian Heights one step ahead. Even had the presence of mind to turn Briggs inside out with that belly-to-belly. But right here, the turning point of the match. Briggs utilizing his long legs to great effect to break the officials' count.
Something tells me that this wasn't supposed to be planned, but oh well.
A very, very high-profile, extremely important win for Josh Briggs. And if the NXT likes it or not, it's Josh Briggs who picks up the win.
Who are these guys?
Well, Corey, there is a woman that has a lot of explaining to do. What will Izzy Dame have to say? We'll find out.
Izzy. I wonder who's gonna decide to team up with Tatum to help deal with the, Izzy and those two guys, whatever they're called.
Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Now go get us tickets.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
I know, there's a better day coming up.
I can't find the game. Xfinity has all the best live and streaming games in one place. All you gotta do is speak it into the remote.
Houston Rockets.
See? Magic.
Pepperoni pizza and Reggie Miller.
Oh, Rico. Extra cheese. And you could bring up Indiana Pacers stats.
What are you gonna do next? Walk on water? And then they have all the odds right there.
I'll be watching the game poolside. Marco Polo. Is that my swimsuit? Looks like a glove. Steve's in great shape.
One sheet of Bounty versus one sheet of the competitive brand. Bounty's durable diamond texture is thicker and holds up better to your toughest messes.
I'm gonna try on my gothic PJs.
Bounty, quicker picker up.
I wish I had my shirt, but that doesn't come till tomorrow. I'll showcase that later on. Because I'm not showcasing everything because I need to showcase something on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
You ready? The holidays shine brighter on the CW. Celebrate the season with holiday movies.
One. Come on.
Holiday specials.
Best Christmas gift ever.
All month long. Spend your holidays
Oh
with
yes,
the
they
CW.
made perfectly normal. Well, maybe not
That's a
perfectly. Yeah.
blockhouse.
They're kind of still loose, but this is as well as it's gonna get.
And the early risers.
This is as well. This is as well as it's gonna get.
To the party scenes, holiday disaster averters, and DIY fix.
And I bought a perfect tank for it, so it'll be nice with my cami tank.
We're proud to support what you do.
I have the tank it came with in here.
Thanks to you.
Once again, this is the tank that it came with, but it's pretty corny to me. I really only bought it just for the pants. So
Smoking before the season starts.
bought a way cooler tank, so this will be nice with it.
Wake up coughing. I'll quit before I get much older. I'll quit before I have serious problems. I wish I quit when I said I would.
You know you'll quit one day, so get tough with yourself. Do it now. Call 1-866-NY-QUITS.
Do you want free internet? Forever? You got it. Really. We mean it. Spectrum is offering free fiber-powered internet forever. Want it? Just call this number and switch 4 mobile lines to Spectrum for a lifetime of internet you never paid for. It's not a trial. It's an unprecedented offer. So we'll say it again. Free fiber-powered internet forever. Have you called yet? Because your internet is forever. This ad ends now.
A
winter storm hits the tri-state, bringing rain, snow, and icy winds. When you can expect a break from the wintry mix. Tonight at 10.
Yeah, no snow yet for us.
This week, CW Courtside Saturday is back as UNC Asheville travels to Raleigh to try and pull the upset against NC State. CW Courtside Saturday, UNC Asheville versus NC State this week, 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, only on the CW.
Doesn't look right without Tatum. The culling, yeah, that's what we mean. Definitely.
There is a woman in Izzy Dane. I'm actually going to take it a step further. We're looking at a family in the coming that turned their back.
Yeah, betrayal doesn't fall too far from the tree. Braun Breaker betrayed Seth Rollins, so there are a couple of betrayers. If you didn't know, Izzy Dame and Braun Breaker are either married or engaged. I don't know, either or.
You know what? Looking around here, I get it. I get why all of you love Tatum so much. You're just like her. None of you know how to be alone. You know what? I gave Tatum.
Profanity.
But you just have to find a save.
I don't know what you think.
All I have heard is, why, Izzy? Why would you betray Tatum? How could you betray Tatum? I thought you guys were best friends. I didn't betray Tatum. I corrected a mistake. A mistake I made the second I thought Tatum could ever stand beside me as an equal. What did she really think that my guidance was some sort of suggestion? Like she had any right to ignore the very person that dug her out of the hellhole she was in for so long? When all of you ignored Tatum, when she was only known as that little weirdo freak, I carved purpose into her. I gave her a voice. I gave her confidence. I cared about her. And what did she do? She continued to trip over the same insecurities that I tried to rip out of her over and over. She was so selfish, so stubborn. Let me ask you guys another thing. You know what? Let me just say this. I also feel very passionately about this. It's like Tatum felt like everything the Coling and I gave her just wasn't good enough for her. So let me ask you guys, do you all really think that it's a coincidence that only after I took Tatum under my wing, she became a champion? Do you all really believe she could have done that on her own?
Yes.
Tatum can barely stand on her own 2 feet, let alone lead this women's division by herself. Tatum only became the NXT Women's Champion because I allowed her to. And at Gold Rush, I show that everything I give, I can easily take, and I did. I took everything from her because that is what she owed me. You know what? I'm the one that made Tatum's voice worth getting. And what did she do? She ignored me. Well, newsflash,
choice to ignore me. So this Saturday at Deadline, it is Tatum and I, one-on-one. And I plan on finishing what I started in New York. Tatum, I have one final lesson for you. In San Antonio, I end the version of you that refused to evolve. And whatever I have to do to make sure that happens, it won't be out of spite, it won't even be out of anger.
Here I am, Izzy, in our family spot, but I'm alone. Why? Why did you take what was steady in my life and tear it apart?
And now she's the real Carrie.
We were great together.
That's really what she's inspired by.
And you took the one thing that I wanted the most.
Tatum, I gave you the world and you rejected it. Honestly, it's funny, the irony. You rejecting me. And now look at you. So pathetic. So predictable. If you're really that upset, Tatum, why don't you bring your ass out here and do something about it? Or are you too scared, Tatum? Come on out here.
I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't know what I'll become without your hand on my shoulder. I'm scared. Because at Deadline, I'm gonna have to make you feel all of my pain.
Well, for Izzy, Deadline may arrive Saturday in San Antonio.
I know she'll probably be spontaneous, but I just wish she would have shown it. That would have been a bigger hype.
I was just, so
I like Zarya's hair down better than it being braided up.
Well, you seem to be moving on just fine. Okay, dude, not fair. John Cena picked me. No, you know what? It's fine. Do your own thing, but since you didn't appreciate me in your corner at Gold Rush, don't expect me to be out there tomorrow. Don't mean to get in the middle of this, guys, but we're up next. Vamos, let's go.
Look, don't worry, I got you up there.
Which means I also got your back. I'm not as scary as Zarya, but I'm so supportive. It's kind of like my thing. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I'm sorry.
Tired of struggling
with impossible messes I thought Soul would be the one to turn heel, but of course they would make it Zarya.
Switch to Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser. Simply add water to effortlessly cut through 100% of soap, scum, and grime. And use Mr. Clean Extra Durable throughout your home. In the kitchen for burnt on food, and on walls to remove scuffs and marks. It even erases 3 times more permanent marker per swipe. Switch to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Brain power helping you buy better.
The new SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants menu just dropped at Burger King. Dive into 4 delicious treasures while you still can. Hey, where my Krabby Whopper go? The SpongeBob movie, only in theaters.
Another thing that the creator of SpongeBob would never allow. Fast food restaurants to make a Krabby Patty version of meal. But now that he's gone, they disregarded his wishes.
On an antidepressant, I was masking my depression. I felt I was missing out on the moments around me. So, my doctor prescribed Rexulti.
When added to an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to significantly reduce depression symptoms, more than an antidepressant alone.
She said Rexulti could provide a boost. For me, less depression meant enjoying the little things.
Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions, and worsen depression in children and young adults. Call your healthcare provider right away to report new or sudden changes in mood, behavior, thoughts, or feelings, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions. Report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Weight gain, increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur.
Could a boost help you build on your progress?
Ask your doctor about adding Rexulti.
Herbal Essences is a force of nature, made with supercharged botanical blends.
Our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal essences.
You see this pizza? Right now, it's half off when you order online. Same with this one, and this one. Oh, and this one too. Hey, I'll let you in on a little secret. Every pizza's half off right now at...
Yeah, we'll go Christmas tree shopping this weekend, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That does not whiten. Girl?
Thank goodness we have a closer Home Depot here, and hopefully they're much better in service-wise, because the one in our old hometown, the one in our old town district was pretty, like, you know, half-assed whenever they did our trees, so that's why I hope this is a little better.
Giving Jack its smooth taste.
Being that it's a bigger Home Depot than the one back in my old town district.
I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. Charmin Ultra Strong has a
I was going to hang up lights outside of our house, but it was pouring outside today, so that's why I bailed on it.
Is a real beauty, and people say he's passionate about dentistry. Dr. Sales on 33rd Street.
I gotta see that the lights will get shorted out there too, because I know we got a outside plug, but I gotta be careful and see, like, you know, make sure that it doesn't get wet in the rain or something. Maybe I might find a bucket to cover it up.
There will be 2 Iron Survivor challenges, one for the men and one for the women. Superstars will compete in this unique 25-minute match. They will battle each other and the clock. 2 superstars will start the match. Then every 5 minutes, another superstar will join the match until all 5 are in the ring. The goal of the match is to have the most falls when the clock hits 25 minutes. Falls can be won at any time via pinfall or submission. When a superstar wins a fall, they'll earn a point. However, when a superstar loses a fall, they must pay the penalty. They're forced out of the ring and into the penalty box for 90 seconds. Once 90 seconds are up, the superstar can re-enter the match.
Yep, that's what happens. I'm glad they reminded us. So whenever somebody gets pinned, they go 90 seconds in that box, and then it's just a 3-on-1, or depending on whether they get pinned sooner than that, it could be 2.
The countdown to NXT Deadline on Saturday begins.
It was funny the year Ethan Page was in that match, because when he was trapped in there in the box with Obafemi destroyed him in there.
Deadline Saturday. Busy week for Kendall Gray. She's in action tonight, and tomorrow night she will defend her Evolve Women's Championship.
Chantel Monroe, I remember that girl. Chantel Monroe is basically not racial stereotyping, but she's like a black version of Blake Monroe. Not only because she literally has the same, like, you know, wrestling last name as Blake Monroe, but it's because she really does have the same concept of Blake Monroe. She has a little hand mirror every time she goes out in the ring, and she just goes like that.
WWE fans, Jack Pocket is giving new customers who opt in a free lottery ticket. That's right, get a free lottery ticket on Jack Pocket. And don't forget to use code SUPLEX. Below the line, we talk about an offensive arsenal, suplexes, strikes to kicks, and don't forget those vicious fists.
I think Soul Rika wore that outfit before, but I always liked her split color aesthetic on her outfits. And just having some navy blue jeans and some acid whitewash jeans is just really nice.
certainly finds herself in her feelings quite frequently. Look, at the end of the day,
Kendall Gray wears the same thing.
if you have a friendship or a tag team,
But I still like her outfit. I'm just saying her outfit, the concept hasn't changed only because she's really not an official NXT superstar yet. So that's why her outfit concept hasn't changed. Lola Vice, obviously it's Vice City inspired.
she's a big star.
When we talk about Fatal Influence, is a trio that looks
Whenever
a
I
little
see white,
different
whenever I see
since the
white
last time you were even
outfits
racing,
with
that's myself and
either pink or light blue or even light green, I just automatically think of female spacesuits from Space Channel 5 because that's the same kind of spacesuit that Ulala wore.
We see Fallon Henley with the Speed Championship. We see Jacy Jayne once again with the NXT Women's Championship.
I was just getting ready to say, Gold is back in the house with Fatal Influence. As all 6 women in this match, and Gary Wilson, our official, is going to have his hands full. There goes Lola Vice, and his Vice on the cusp of perhaps a breakout.
Lainey Reed is wearing some.
In my opinion, absolutely yes.
Is wearing basically a blue and black lacy outfit, but it kind of reminds me of like that viral dress picture. Is the dress blue or black, or is it white and gold? Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. That's like the same color palette.
Chest piece, sticking the landing, is Sol Ruca.
And making it look easy.
You think about this Iron Survivor Challenge, I think back to last year. Julia was the one who was victorious. Someone obviously all the Watford is looking up to right now as a former United States Women's Champion.
Long time no see. I would say the same thing. I would say the same thing if I didn't know, if I knew who you were.
Who the hell she is? Look at these kicks, man.
Talk about the striking abilities. I want to put you on the spot here, Corey. Who is your pick to win?
But a returning streamer is always welcome in the PK crew, so welcome.
Listen, I think it could go any number of ways, but in my opinion, it's hard to bet against Sol Ruca. Look at this.
You're watching WWE. Yep, because that's probably why you follow me. If you have.
Such a short period of time. Imagine what she's going to be capable of in another 6 months, in another year. I think great things are on the horizon for Sol Ruca.
See some members of the NXT universe starting to ride the wave for Sol Ruca's attack. And in comes the Women's Speed Champion, that being Fallon Henley. Fallon, of course, has competed in the Women's
Jacy Jayne's outfit is kind of similar to Sol Ruca, except I think it's white and black. It has a checkered flag color. It has a checkered flag stripe on it, so yeah, that's something.
She steps inside the ring. She's a veteran of the game. She continues to improve. I think greatness is also on tap.
Fallon Henley, when you see Sol Ruca getting tapped out, she's getting ready to ask.
Yeah, I've been here before. You don't remember me. I remember that profile pic, but the name it's not speaking to me right now. I remember that profile pic though, so that's something.
That was said by none other than John Cena.
In that case, nothing I can say will hold any more water than what the GOAT said. I mean, John Cena's opinion obviously counts for a lot in this game.
I'm not really feeling Tatum. Not Tatum. Fallon's outfit. Fallon usually wears some nice cowgirl aesthetic outfits, but nah, this one is weak.
Live event of the year, and of course the NXT Championship to be defended. Oba Saints contract still to be signed. Here tonight is Lainey Reed with a drop kick right on the button. Couldn't get the 3.
I think there's a massive opportunity by joining Fatal Influence for Lainey Reed. We know Jacy Jayne's got all the attention. We know Fallon Henley has got an incredible resume. Lainey Reed, relatively new into this game.
The NXT Women's Champion just checked in. Sorry to cut you off.
That's all right. Beautiful pinning combination.
The official looked and didn't see something, didn't make the decision to get its referee's discretion. And one more time, he is in great position as the 2 champions in this matchup tangling right now. And when we try to dive deeper into what's going to take place this Saturday, is there a true luck of the draw from the Iron Survivor matches?
I think there's certainly an element of luck, but I mean, given the opportunity as we'll have in our main event tonight to select your spot, to me, that's a veteran maneuver. Fallon Henley using her smarts, her experience, and Fatal Influence.
Oh, man.
Jacy Jayne with a senton.
She just stomped her hands.
Fatal Influence in control on NXT.
It's not working. That emote is not working. It's not the same without Jasmine. Laney Reed doesn't know how to look like, devious. She doesn't. She has more of a tough exterior.
So I got this friend that
She
said
doesn't know how to look sexy and devious at all. No offense.
His words. A lot of things used to suck. Like cell phones the size of frozen lasagna. Things change. Now
It's been a year that I am not watching WWE. Actually, after John Cena came back and they gave the title to Cody again, I think it's getting boring. Yeah, most would say, and some would probably still say now, but it's like,
You've got a pepto predicament, Gideon.
WWE has their moments and storylines where people stay invested in, unfortunately. Even though it's annoying that they take their sweet ass time to get down to the nitty gritty.
Greasy mess with Dawn Platinum. And not even scrubbing.
Hi Chief. I think too many people stop watching WWE like me these days, only because of the weak ass storylines and vague endings that they have to them. And how Triple H kind of lies whenever stuff happens. Whenever stuff is going to happen. Like yesterday when he said the show would be epic and it was anything but.
Dude, yours is great. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm kind of feeling chicken.
The show wasn't bad yesterday, but it wasn't good. It wasn't spectacular either, so.
That's okay. Even taking a photo can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Okay, everybody, big smiles. Very good.
Okay, phone back.
One more for safety. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's do a fun one. Hold up the buildings behind you. Hold up the buildings. That's great.
I'm so sorry.
How do y'all know each other? You friends? Greg? Okay, everybody jump in here.
Every time I see this commercial, I'm just like, what kind of question is that?
We can't save you money when you bundle an auto with us.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. All right, from the top.
How do you know each other?
Like Christmas alone. But without help from one, stress-free is not.
Just wait for WrestleMania, see what they do. Yeah, but that's months away from now. Why are they promoting it so heavily now? God knows why. But still.
Walmart has Tony's and espresso.
You would hope that since they hype it up now, that it would be spectacular the day of.
Okay, man.
And if it's not, then everything that they invested in on these promos, it was a waste of money.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Big Staple Cool Drops.
In the 90s, this guy and his wacko girlfriend killed his mother.
Erratic, emotional. Why kill you?
If Cody wins at WrestleMania, I stopped watching WWE forever. Well, I don't care really about that because I think by that time he'll turn heel, and if he doesn't, and if he does win, he will turn heel the time he does win.
That's quite the betrayal.
It has been all Fatal Influence in this six-woman tag team matchup just ahead of Deadline this Saturday in San Antonio. Tickets on sale now. Ticketmaster.com.
Yeah, waste of money for sure. Yeah, but it wouldn't be the first time that TKO/WWE has done this. They do this all the time. Yet they're the ones complaining that they don't have that much money with the increase of ticket sales, and also how much the superstars say themselves that they're not getting paid the amount that you would think, because CM Punk said that he might be a champion now, but he's like, trust me, my pay hasn't changed at all. So not even champions get paid anymore.
Exactly. You answered your own question.
Like paid the amount that they should at least.
JC Jane, Fallon Henley talking a little bit of smack right now. Maybe getting a little bit too comfortable in this matchup. Lane just got dropped.
Change decoration, different background. I used to sit on the couch. Yeah, because I moved to an entirely different house. That's why you don't see me on the couch.
Vice bringing Vice City to the ring tonight.
And she's going to be bringing Vice City to San Antonio. We're looking at the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge winner. We're looking at the women to become #1 contender. Head to New Year's Evil. They challenge for the NXT Women's Championship.
Thank you. I'm kind of officially settled now. All I'm doing is just spending the rest of my days just babysitting and just copping the little few dollars just so I can buy bullshit ass decorations for my room.
Snap suplex, that could be enough for the victory tonight in Fallon. Getting that left shoulder up, and look, everyone's got to know that there's no more powerful force right now in NXT than Fatal Influence. Look at that innovative offense.
I don't remember which state you live in. Arizona. No, I do not live in no Arizona, but my titi Nivea does. She lives in Arizona with her family. I live in Long Island, New York.
Champion almost off her feet now. Throwing her right to the outside, but Fallon handling back up. Roll in, body scissors, takedown, roll in, the cutter, shoulders down, another near.
And I can never live in a place that's hot, that has a hot climate anyway, and also a place that has scorpions, because I can't tell you how many times my titi Nivea told me that she had to kill so many scorpions out there. So I'm like, I can never live in a place like Arizona, and if I do, at least like, you know, where there's mostly city and not desert areas.
Wilson as Lady Reed coming out of nowhere, and now it's Lady Reed. Oh, that was awesome! But look who's back up. Fallon Henley. Bodies are flying around. It's Fallon. Just got taken out by Sol Rukin, I believe. Sol is the legal superstar for her team. And I believe JC Jane is the legal superstar for Fatal Influence. I'm right. There's the cover. And there's the kick out. This match will continue rolling encore.
That was sick. So Ruka just did a backflip. Oh, that was sick. I didn't expect her to win after that, but that was sick that she did a backflip on the rope and then just chokeslam JC and then pin.
Talk about riding a wave of momentum. That is just what Sol Ruka, who at once was a double champion on this brand, is doing as she surfs right in to San Antonio.
Do I go to school? No, but I work. So as long as I do that, I don't need to go to school. But maybe someday I will go. It's not off the table completely.
This Saturday in San Antonio. Could she be the next
Oh.
Zarya just flattened Kendall Bray with a spear. I think Zarya was looking to hit Sol Ruka instead of Kendall Bray. We got so much going on here, but one of these 5 women will become the women's Iron Giant.
Yeah, so that was strange. I knew this feud was gonna happen, but damn, like it just happened so vague like that.
Last year?
How is the work satisfying? Babysitting is just babysitting, just quick cash grabs. Can't get any better than that.
You're gonna win. Besides, I'm playing in the match.
And that's enough for me.
You trying to roast?
Okay, I'm just, yeah.
Well, I mean, Owen's not gonna be in the match because he's gonna be too busy whooping your ass Saturday, bro.
Okay. Boom, right to the gut.
I'm just saying.
I like that. But listen, I already beat him once, and I gotta beat him again. And that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. More times than you got.
But one thing I never will do is babysit newborns and babies that are 12 months. That are 12 to 6 months, because I don't.
I'll be NXT
Yes,
champion one day, you know, I'm young.
Sol Ruka and them, mommy. Alright, could you watch the show and stop asking me about the show?
Where's the live?
Okay, yeah. Alright, but look, bro, I'm on the road right now. Alright, bro. I just got
Babysitting sounds fun, but I think they pay more for the elderly. No, I do not have the tolerance to take care of elderly people.
I appreciate you.
I'm lucky I have the tolerance to take care of toddlers. I would not stand a chance if I took the chance to take care of elderly.
You're right, and bro, we're gonna see and we're gonna handle our business Saturday, but Ricky, you wrestle at MSG one day. You got time. You're good. Hey, now, let me go get ready, fool. See you later, mama.
That was an interesting conversation, to say the least. Oba Saints still have to sign their contract. It will happen here tonight.
Isn't that that easier. At least they are nosy and they don't run away. It depends how you treat children, actually, and I treat children just fine. I'm gentle, but I'm firm, and that's all you really need to take care of children. I don't believe in gentle parenting. I believe that, like, you know, to discipline. I believe in hard discipline, but I also believe in, like, you know, trying to understand from their perspective too. So that's all you really have to have the knowledge for. Because in the end, it's not my job to make sure children are being raised right, but I could treat them with the respect that they deserve and also try to enlighten them on what I think is best for them so they can help both their mom and the people that they care about. So I work in kindergarten. No, I'm a part-time babysitter. I just help out whoever needs me in the area. No offense, why does this feel like an interview? Like, nothing's really changed, except I moved.
It's go time.
This is it, Microbe. There's nowhere left for you to go, except down the drain.
Tackle dandruff every wash.
It's okay, but it's like, nothing really changed about me except that I moved to a different town district.
Magic is back and better than ever. Is it safe? Probably not.
One of the most amazing trips you've ever seen.
Seinfeld and The Big Bang Theory are serving up a full menu of laughs. It's a snack-worthy marathon.
You're a nice person. That's nice. I thrive to be a nice person anyway.
We're having fun with food.
And to those who deserve my niceness anyway.
Do you want free
But
internet?
I could be a total bitch when I want to too, but only for those who deserve
Spectrum is
that.
offering free fiber-powered internet forever. Want it? Just call this number and switch 4 mobile lines to Spectrum for a lifetime of internet you never pay for. It's not a trial. It's an unprecedented offer. So we'll say it again. Free fiber-powered internet forever. Have you called yet? Because your internet is forever. This ad ends now.
At Supply House, we know not all holiday heroes wear a red suit. From the early risers, work through lunchers, and emergency call answerers, to the party savers, holiday disaster averters, and DIY fixers. We make sure you have everything you need to get the job done right.
You know me, for example, but you respond to me so politely and kindly. Of course I would. That would be rude if I didn't.
I'm Barry Colstein. I am a violin maker.
What's the point of
5
having
years
people
ago,
watch you
I
if you
was
don't interact with
diagnosed
them
with prostate
on a personal
cancer.
level?
I chose
But
cyanide. It only hit the
as for me, they don't have to know everything about me.
More about Cyberknife at Perlmutter Cancer Center.
On Hard Rock Bet Casino, what you see when you sign up is actually what you get.
Just because I'm a streamer doesn't mean you have to know everything about me. I deserve my privacy just like everyone else.
Roll with us, Jersey.
That's why I reject all DMs and any too personal questions. I say fuck off to.
The greatest of all time. The best in the world.
John Cena's most iconic rivalry. Maybe I'm a little biased here. I don't think it was me. I know.
I saw those yesterday.
You are CM
I love that.
hero drum, and I admire that.
I'm sorry, it's probably an unpopular opinion, but I like CM Punk better when he didn't have hair. When he had his shave buzzed off like that. Even when he had full hair, when it was all spiky. But of course, that's when he was younger, so you can't complain now.
I hate this idea that you're the best.
Yin and yang, right? Like, who do you root for? Me and John Cena went out there. The man they tore the house down. He was the Batman to my Joker.
CM Punk versus John Cena is flashpoint moment in sports entertainment and pro wrestling.
John Cena exists without CM Punk. CM Punk exists without John Cena. The two of them together
think our jobs are a private thing. That is what we do socially. Not really. Because once people know about your job, they'll want to know about your income and your hours. And why do people need to know that? Because it's not your job.
That I wanted to bring some singles going to Darkstate.
I don't have to let people know what kind of work I do.
It wouldn't be fair to y'all if it wasn't all in on these
I'm still living in a house and I'm still keeping myself financially right, aren't I? So that's all you need to care about.
Take it. Hold it down. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
sir. Hey, dog. Hey, different partners, same damn right, baby. You gotta bring some singles.
Woke up in the...
The ruler has arrived. Anyways, Dion, you made it to the Island Survival.
You don't even remember last time we was in this spot, you and me, face to face. You just blew me off like I was never gonna be championship material, huh?
Clearly, John Cena thinks otherwise.
Two-time tag team champ in my match, correct?
Yeah, bro. Look at me now. And after Saturday, I hope you the one that I get at New Year's Eve, bro. Because there's nothing I love more than to snatch your gold and knock your damn teeth down your throat.
Dion, you've come a long way. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I ain't ahead of myself, dog. I'm right where I need to be.
You are.
So you better watch tonight, bro. Because we're going to give you a peek into what your future really holds, ruler.
Massive 8-man still to come.
Chase you. I really don't remember these guys. Because it's not the same guys. Because the former Chase you guys I think are in Evolve now, and I just hate that.
I don't even know how to describe it. Isn't Chase you showing more signs of
Asking about income is actually so rude. It is none of anyone's business how much money we make, how much money we pay rent, and what things we own. But just the title of our jobs, I think is okay. Yeah, but you don't have to ask if it's good. You don't have to ask if it's like, you know, something you see yourself doing for a long time. Like questions like those just piss me off because that's for me to decide and think about. And as you can see, I'm doing pretty well. I would tell somebody that it wasn't working out if it wasn't.
Maybe things are starting to turn around, at least right now. Andre Chase has his students, has Chase U rocking, and at the top of there right now. I haven't seen him with this.
And if I don't, that's only because I feel like I can handle working it out on my own.
From the top, this is going to be an upset. Into the cover. You said it, Big. We're half a second away from a massive upset.
I always have backup plans if things don't work out. But you don't need to know what they are. That's for me. That's for me to know and you to just hope for the best that I'm doing.
His back as Bronco Nima tags in. Look, the tag team division NXT being held down by Darkstate. We just saw them moments ago. Who truly can compete with the champions? I believe OTM in a matter of time will be ready for a shot at the champions. I think Price, I think Nemo are definitely a force here in NXT.
Everyone's favorite girlfriend. Which one? The one that rejects people all the time? Because yes, I am everyone's favorite.
Force because they're close to becoming just that. Here in NXT, the duo has been on.
I hope you're not mad at me. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying how I really feel when it comes to the subject of my financial state.
Every match here in NXT needs to be viewed as a massive opportunity because you never know who's going to see what you're doing. Maybe it's Nick Aldis, maybe it's Adam Pearce, maybe it's Triple H himself. There's fans around the globe. It only takes one night, one moment to make a star. Star made. Lucian Price just kicked the man's face off on live TV. Oh, it only takes one moment to change the complexion of everything. And OTM knows you can't have $1 million dreams with $1,000 hustle. Marco Nemo into the cover. That's got him. I have a feeling he changed shoes. Hustle. No, come on. Just went the way of the penny. It's obsolete. Look at Bronco Nemo. This dude's an animal. So is Lucian
Why you
Price.
reject boys?
These
Because
guys,
I don't
once
need them.
they get a little more confident, a little more comfortable in the ring, the sky is the limit. Maybe not even
even then.
I mean, just
Okay,
take a
bye.
look at the cover. What completion? Hale Dixon kicking out. You got to admire the moxie. You got to admire the fight.
I don't admire a damn thing about a man who
I mean, MC is so good. Exactly. I am too good for people. That's exactly why.
What he's wearing out of the equation, needs to find a way to make a tag and do it in a hurry, but he just went to the wrong side.
Dixon doesn't even know where the hell he's at.
And well, that was a nice counter. That's
The thirstier they are, the more tiresome I become.
Nice. Big kick, able to answer right back, right to the face of Rocco Nima. Connors now is listening to Andre.
There's plenty of free porn sites that you can get a quick nut job at. So.
If only he had somebody worth listening to listen to.
Just got caught, maybe looking for a spring
I'll never be that.
to the outside. And one more time, somehow spinning around. And Connors right now is having an answer to everything from Brock.
I can't believe what I'm saying, but I like it.
Tornado DDT.
Ooh, Lucius Rice at the last possible fraction of a second.
Hale Dixon right back into the fray. All four men now in the ring in this match.
Hey, axe handle missed. Hale Dixon now.
Super kicks. And this is how they start the matchup.
Those sound effects, I swear. It's just sound effects.
Stunner off the springboard. Connors now.
I'm going to be honest, I'm a little shocked that Nima and Price are being beaten down like this. I don't know what Chase Hughes teaching, but it's working.
It's working. Well, we might have both spoke a little too.
Oi!
Human battering ram. And OTM now. I don't know if Andre Chase wants to get any closer. He's trying to get Hale Dixon back in this match. But it's a little too late. OTM, center of the ring, just put Chase Hughes in the mud.
Here are your winners, OTM.
I like the guy in the dreads more. He's a little bit more cuter than the other guy. What is the point of rejecting and not being in a relationship? I mean, you just lose a lot of love in your best years of life. That's for someone who cares about the concept of love, but I really don't care about the concept of love. I could wish for it time to time, sure, but I don't need it to feel complete. You know what I mean? I already feel just complete being with my family and my friends. I don't need a great love to feel complete. If I have it along the way, then yes, that's wonderful and all, but I don't need it.
Where are you going?
This is my vehicle, and that would mean that I am leaving. Clearly, my services are not needed here tonight. You and the Invisible Man are doing a bang-up job putting together Deadline. Actually, you know what? I would like to personally thank John for forwarding so many less fortunate talent a great opportunity this Saturday. But more importantly, giving me the night off. A much-deserved night off as the hardest-working champion in WWE and double champion.
That's right, you are double champion. And that North American title hasn't been defended since Halloween Havoc. I think you're due for another title defense.
Well, I am the best wrestler in the WWE, Ava. I don't think anyone here even wants to face me.
I actually think I've got someone who does.
Yeah.
Okay, what the heck is that? What is that? You clearly said that.
I would.
Oh, this is incredible.
I would never.
Póngase verde.
He just carjacked you.
What am I gonna say? A reptile stole your car.
One sheet of Bounty versus one sheet of the next leading brand. One sheet of Bounty
Oh,
is
that's
2
funny.
times more
I like how Ava just doesn't give a crap. She'll just abuse her power, but in the good way.
Each sheet has a
I
durable
don't have a
diamond
girlfriend
texture.
there. Actually, I love my accent. She migrated to Italy after that. I couldn't be in a relationship. I'm sorry to hear that,
Get more
but
done with one. Bounty.
I'm not in any rush to look for love. I'm not desperate for it at all.
I don't know what they're thinking, but right now, every Domino's
But
pizza
that doesn't mean I'll humor. That doesn't mean I'll humor people who try to shoot their shot at me. I'm gonna be firm and keep it real.
I can't find the game.
Because if you humor people and their little game of love or what they think is love, then you're giving them hope and giving them openings, and I will not allow people to have that of me.
And you could bring up
I will not feed the delusions of others.
And then they have all the odds right there.
I'll be watching the game poolside. Marco, Polo, is that my swimsuit? Looks like a glove.
Stays in great shape.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is wow?
Sinex, breathe. With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach. Certain liver problems or untreated
Yeah,
narrow
never
glaucoma.
read that, but I'm
Serious
sure
side
you'll
effects
be a
such as
great
urinary
girlfriend.
retention,
Oh yeah,
worsening
I know I
liver
could be a
function,
great girlfriend
and gallbladder
to
problems.
any person
Serious
who is that lucky
serious
enough
allergic reactions.
who is that lucky enough to cop me, but that doesn't mean I'm going to humor people into thinking that I'm a thing with them.
Right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips,
You
mouth,
are.
tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing.
You are definitely built different if you think that just a person with a nice ass and titties will ever think to look at you. Yeah, I can say I have nice titties and ass because I'm me. They can't. And if they do, say it in the right way, the one that's not gross and makes you look like a creep.
Just stress sweating through my third set of scrubs. Totally normal, very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
You need new Secret Clinical Antiperspirant. Secret gives 3 times more stress sweat protection. Thanks. Got a punch? Secret, stay fresh on
And
the
a
pressure.
million miles away from you. Well, I'm glad you're self-aware. Because most guys wouldn't care about self-awareness when it comes to just seeing a pretty face.
The Will Wade era is on for the Hungry Wolfpack as NC State welcomes UNC Asheville to rock. CW Courtside Saturday, this week at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific.
Tomorrow, don't miss the season finale of Law & Order Toronto. Criminal Intent. The detectives are closing it. The stakes are higher than ever, and every clue counts. Catch the gripping final chapter of Law & Order Toronto. Criminal Intent tomorrow, 8/7 Central, right here on the CW. Stream the whole season free on the CW app.
Time for tonight's NXT Focus, presented by Progressive.
Yo, Shiloh Hill here, checking back in with another download. So, this past week was Thanksgiving, and I had an awesome one. I got to try raccoon for the first time.
Ew.
It was kind of greasy. I remember one Thanksgiving when I was 8 years old. The fog was coming, so me and my family had to go snowmobile.
I could never eat raccoon. I really don't understand how people can do that.
Put in some higher grade compression caps. I upgraded the exhaust
I would
system.
definitely eat a deer
just
before I
basic
eat a
stuff, not really
raccoon.
important. But kind of important because about 100 miles into the trip, I'm way ahead of everyone. Like, I don't even think they know it's a race. So I'm just mashing the gas, extending my lead. When all of a sudden, I crashed. And at this point, I'm miles into the woods. It's cold. I've got no cell service. Didn't even have a phone. So I fully thought I was going to freeze to death. But I kind of went into, like, survival mode. I started breaking off branches, piling up snow, gathering pine needles, just covering myself in anything I could to stay insulated. And I really became one with the earth for a night. I knew in situations like this, you're not supposed to go to sleep. So I was trying my best, and
Black
it was
girls
actually pretty
unfortunately
easy
have
because
great bodies.
for the first time in my life,
We don't have
felt
any
so
black
alive.
girls here.
Especially when
You
I
don't
heard
have to
those
be
wolves
black to have a nice body. Not only black girls have nice
towering over
bodies.
me. Bro, can you imagine if I'd gotten eaten by wolves? That'd be insane. I would have never been on LFG. I wouldn't have been on Team Taker.
But I will stereotype this about them. They do care about their curves more than anything on their whole body. If it's not their hair, then it's definitely those body parts.
and rip out their souls. Man, that got me so fired.
Us Spanish folk kind of care more about our ass than we do our tits or hair, but I care more about my hair. I don't care about my tits or ass.
Crawling up under my skin.
It grew like this.
Bro, that feels so good. That adrenaline, that dopamine, those endorphins.
Yeah,
That's good
this
stuff.
shallow guy creeps me out a little bit.
I'll be back soon to finish up. I gotta find my bleach.
Yeah, that shallow guy creeps me up.
Is Shiloh Hill on any sort of watch list that you know about? Well, he should be. The guy does not have both oars in the water. Well,
He does not have both. He does not have both oars in the water. That's crazy.
And it is this Saturday in San Antonio.
As we just found out moments ago, per the order of General Manager Ethan Page, the greatest North American, will defend his NXT North American Championship against Mr. Iguana.
That's taking place this Saturday, and these two slapping their pen to paper here tonight on Saturday. Can Ricky Saints retain his title, or are we about to be under the thumb of Obafemi once more? It's a revolution versus a ruler Saturday at Deadline.
We caught a bit of a preview earlier tonight. We know the stakes are high. We know the action will be chaotic. Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, Jordan Grace,
Thank you. Goodbye. I'll see you soon.
This one is about payback, betrayal, redemption. It will be a bag of emotions as Tatum Paxley seeks revenge against Izzy Dame at the last premium live event of the year. Deadline Saturday in San Antonio. And not only that, these five also four are going to compete in a test of strategy and will. But which one of these superstars will have the luck of the draw in San Antonio? We're about to find out in our main event tonight on NXT.
He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. London and Paris and Tokyo.
Narcos Holland and Canada and Mexico. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Some of us remember when these first came out in 1984. The LJN superstar figures, they are back. Starring the legendary Hulk Hogan, rest in peace John Cena, the greatest of all time, along with Dusty Rhodes and Logan Paul. And they are back in stores exclusively at Target now.
You can embarrass yourself in Survivor Series trying to succeed where I fell.
I think you guys are in your own little rivalry about who can do it worse.
I believe in Joe Hendry. And Joe Hendry with the prestigious
Action figures. Let your imagination take shape. As Joe Hendry right now has the imagination of the universe. Is he the Iron Survivor, or could it be his partner tonight?
So whoever pins will be number one to face whoever else.
Next division champion in TNA history. I've watched Leon Slater for quite some time now, but I had a chance to meet this young man.
Hey, with Biggie playing Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, that game is a challenge and push to your limits and learn how to play step by step. I heard of that game. It came out like maybe either last year or a couple months ago. Shout out to Tara Strong. She's the best Harley Quinn ever.
In charge, Joe Hendry, the young OG, and there's one member of this team missing. But in our main event tonight, it's an 8-man tag team clash with Deadline implications. It's live. It's next.
I know, there's a better day coming.
This Gentleman's Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and shea. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin B3.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need.
You think Liv Morgan can play that role? Of course she could, but I think more so Alexa Bliss could fit it because that's the concept. Well, maybe not actually. I actually see Liv Morgan playing it better because Liv Morgan just has the more energetic side, while Alexa Bliss has more of the horror side of things. She could.
I got this. I don't got this.
Alexa Bliss gives a scary vibe, while Liv Morgan gives more of a feral vibe. And that's what Harley Quinn is. She's more feral. She's not scary at all.
You can earn an affordable degree online at Southern New Hampshire University.
I'm the first in my family to go to college.
I have 4 kids, and I wanted them to see me.
But Margaret Robbie is known to the world, at least now in this time, as Harley Quinn.
I'm very proud to be here today. It's nice to see all the families happy for their loved ones.
I'm very proud of you.
It's either that or Barbie.
Visit SNHU.edu.
The new SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants menu is now at Burger King. Let your imagination set sail with these 4 tasty treasures. The SpongeBob movie, only in theaters, December 19th.
Besides, if you get like, you know, casted as a superhero franchise or Star Wars, then you're gonna be known as that character for life. I wonder what that's like. Because the same thing happens to Disney actors too. You're just known as that one character for the rest of your life.
This is New York's classic rock. Q104.3.
Can you access quality health insurance? Yes, New York. Can you get help enrolling from a real person? Yes, New York. Can you find plans that are right for you and your family? Yes, New York. It's time to enroll for 2026 health insurance. Say yes to quality health coverage from New York State of Health. Enroll or renew today. Visit nystateofhealth.ny.gov or call 1-855-355-5777.
At Supply House, we know not all holiday heroes wear a red suit. In the early risers,
we just been having so much fun with our new washing machine, our new Samsung washing machine that our landlord bought for us, and
you make sure you have everything.
I always see like viral videos of the little song that it plays, of the little song that the Samsung washer plays at the end when it's finished washing your clothes, and as you see the songs people make up for it, they're so hilarious, and I'm just like, I just love how it just makes a little jingle sound, like music sound whenever it stops washing. What kind of character would I play? If I was casted as a character, I could see myself being like, you know, sweet, bubbly, or even just quiet and shy. That's what I could see myself as. Or a sassy type. In real life acting, I can never see myself really be, but voice acting, I could totally voice act.
Well, we saw these 4 earlier, and we got word during the break that Ava has signed on Dion, giving his NXT title to Saquon. That is from her desk. That is official. And we saw her hand that tag team title over. The tag team title obviously still in Darkstate. To me, that just shows.
But I know how to fake cry. I know how to fake cry on command.
They came here to change
all those years of being in a performing arts curriculum in my middle school.
This Saturday,
Deion Lennox could be the #1 contender to the NXT Championship. That would be mission accomplished for these young guys.
Because
And I don't know
here in here in
This is a high
my
stakes
old town district in Long Island, we had 2 middle schools, but they only served 2 curriculums.
Obviously, one side of the ring. Let's call
The
it
middle
this.
school,
It's
the middle school that I was enrolled in when I started 5th grade, it was just the only middle school at the time. It was just the only middle school at the time, but then they split it into 2 middle schools to help 2 curriculums, and one was to help literacy and performing arts, while the other dealt with forensics and health awareness. So I chose the middle school that specialized in literacy and performing arts, and I spent the 4 years of my life there.
If you were in this match, if you were Myles Borne or Joe Hendry or Slater or Jevon Evans, would you tag yourself out of this match?
I think it's a necessity in this.
So I transferred to the split middle school.
Darkstate. I think you're going to be judicious. I think you're going to stay in there until your tank is absolutely empty, and then you got to keep your head on a swivel.
They take a look at Myles Borne, who started this match off for his team.
Oh, nice!
Borne taking down Saquon in a cover. Borne, Hendry, Slater, Evans need each other to overcome a common enemy, as we saw at Gold Rush. That led us to this match with power offense from Borne into the cover to secure that spot, and he almost had the opportunity to make the selection for himself. And it finally is, well, still to come, obviously, yes, Obafemi and Ricky Saints have to sign the contract for their NXT Championship. Now, that will happen here tonight, those 2 men under the same roof. And we did see a tag by the 4 on the far
Yeah,
side.
they're gonna film that while this is all happening.
On the other side, the 4 non-Darkstate superstars, they understand the assignment. They all understand what's at stake. They've all qualified to be in the Iron Survivor Challenge, but you want to get in there at the optimal position, and that varies depending on the superstar.
Well, then what number, if you were Joe Hendry, what number would you choose?
To me,
Would you want to
nice neck breaker. Cover here by Hendry.
If you're looking to earn the right to choose his spot in a kick out.
Personally speaking, I kind of think the middle of the order is the sweet spot. The number 3, the number 4. That way you still have time to rack up some points, but you're not likely to exhaust yourself as if you began 1 or 2.
Well, and you're also saying that if you come in dead last at 5, you have the least amount of time.
Exactly. You could be playing catch-up, which is not a circumstance you want to find yourself in, no matter who you are.
But you also could be able to pick up the scraps of those that have competed for 15-plus minutes.
You can sit there and wait for your chance at the other 4 destroyed one.
What?
That is it.
What?
Survivor is all on endurance. It's about strategy. It's 25 minutes. It's my favorite event of the year. As Leon Slater, it's been a big day for TNA. Could imagine how bigger it'd get if Slater was the one who was victorious tonight and victorious on Saturday. As there's the Yo-Yo G coming right in the ring, and we have seen Slater and we've seen Evans for quite the tandem. Big drop right into the spine with the stop, looking for the cover and kick out.
Can I be that guy and just say, I have had enough of hearing everyone talk about how Jevon Evans is the future? Can we all just agree Jevon Evans is the now? He's young, yes, but he is that dude. I know for a fact that Jevon has caught the attention of Adam Pearce, of Nick Aldis, of superstars, and decision makers throughout WWE.
Well, he also caught the eye of Ricky Saints. We saw that interesting conversation that those 2 had, and Ricky Saints, of course, is the NXT champion.
Absolutely. I feel like so many people talk about someday this guy's going to be great. Right now, for my money, Jevon's one of my favorites to watch on the rock.
When you talk about the next 20 years is the future, and Jevon Evans just having
The AO guy.
And think about this, knowing what I just said to be true, as most superstars,
He can't be called the AO guy anymore, because he doesn't do those jokes anymore, because I think people complained about them, which I'm upset probably if they did. That's probably why they made him give up that little gag that he did.
Lennox, is he right? Is he where he deserves to be? That's what he said to Obafemi right into his eyes earlier.
I believe if he's not there, he's
I respect people in the LGBT community, but sometimes they can be a little too sensitive. They can be a little too sensitive, which is harming their cause. And I encourage them not to.
Unremarkable, lost in the shuffle. Oh, boom! Along comes Darkstate. Game change. Lennox now, well on his way. How about
about that for a game-changing moment in this match? What a spine buster.
Lennox well on his way to being who he's wanted to be. This Saturday, he could be the Iron Survivor and the new #1 contender to the top prize in NXT.
Cheap shot to Joe Hendry.
And I think that's been one of the biggest game changers, one of the biggest changes in all 4 of these matches.
And no contest.
The chaos is popping off.
All 8 men in the ring. All trying to pick up a victory. All trying to stand tall and pick up momentum on a win at Deadline.
What do you think about Braun Breaker promo segment? Do you think he did good after going after CM Punk? Yes, he did good. With that CM Punk not here, that didn't really help make it a little, make it more hype as it could have been.
Unbelievable. And we're right in the center of it.
Darkstate wrecking.
A lot of superstars were missing last night, so that's why it wasn't really much of an epic show like Triple H claimed it would be.
No one's safe.
Now they're causing microbes around everyone's scalp. Hey, what do you think they're doing?
But CM Punk was probably missing because of, Larry passing away, so I understand why CM Punk was missing. But Becky Lynch missing is just being a part of her stubborn storyline.
This is it, microbe. There's nowhere left for you to go.
Except down the drain.
It's tiresome.
Tackle dandruff every wash.
Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Now go get us tickets.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Son, there comes a time in every young man's life when he has to learn how to carve his own turkey.
Okay.
Oh, this is not one of those times.
What about teaching how to drive instead?
This is not one of those times either.
Today we're unboxing Charmin Ultra Soft Cement Tear. Wow, these wavy edges tear so much better than ordinary squares.
WWE better not do Cody versus Roman Part 3. They run out of ideas with storylines. That's why you need to hire new writers. They're not going to hire new writers because they fired them all and chose to use AI instead. So, we need to stop asking for things we're never going to get.
Some of the sweet dentist on TikTok. Dr. Stafford's a real beauty, and people say he's passionate about dentistry. Dr. Sales on 33rd Street? We can practically skate there. Booked it.
Sweet. You've got options. Book now.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after time.
Time after time after time. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
In the 90s, this guy and his wacko girlfriend killed his mother.
Erratic, emotional. Why kill now?
Something we never could have imagined. Good people do bad things. Willa found out her best friend and neighbor was a killer in disguise.
We choose to believe that our parents are good people. It's easier on the soul.
I think she's a flight risk and a liar.
You were cheating on your wife with Willa.
That's quite the betrayal.
Stakes on this main event matchup. Who will get to earn and pick their selection, their spot in the Iron Survivor Challenge match at Deadline this Saturday in San Antonio. Jevon Evans is reaching out, and that's going to be the internal struggle for some. Shoulders it out. Could it be Evans in a kick out? If Darkstate wins, Deion Lennox gets to choose his spot. There's a tag was made.
Here is Joe Henry trying to make believers out of Darkstate, bringing the fire, but
and as we're talking about this main event matchup, I gotta get your thoughts on just how unique the Iron Survivor Challenge match
Okay,
is
Triple
to someone like
H step down. He's lazy and don't want to put in the work because they can't afford people to put the work anymore. That's why.
But you gotta do it multiple times. You can get stuck in the penalty box. There is arguably more strategy involved in the Iron Survivor Challenge.
You're gonna revert to AI if you can't afford real people to do the work for you. Because AI is free, so. And if it ain't free, it's cheaper than hiring real people.
They want to win, but they also know right now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of this matchup, the deep water, so to speak. And you got to know they're chomping at the bit to tag back in another cover, and that means Evans, that means Borne, that means Leon Slate. Gotta wonder what they're gonna think. Is it about the match tonight, or is it about the strategy heading into Saturday?
Well, right now, as much strategy as Iron Survivor may require,
They'll understand one day when they go bankrupt. I don't think that'll ever happen per se, but they'll know when they're losing a huge amount of money and reflect on, damn, we should have done that instead.
Just saying his name and he appears.
They reflect in the most desperate of times. The next man might come next week. We would hope.
Gifted from Dion Lennox, one half of the NXT Tag Team titles, which was signed off by our general manager.
I would hope only because I hope the only reason why they decided to not push the issue yesterday because CM Punk's dog passed away and they were being understanding and caring about him because they do know that dog means everything to him. And I'm pretty sure if it was Cody Rhodes, they would have done the same for him too. So, because those two animals are seen very much in WWE these past years. So they know how important those two animals are to WWE. So I think that's the only reason why they didn't make Austin Theory or that mystery guy appear yesterday. But if they didn't and just blew off on it, then that was stupid. Especially since they mentioned it like 3 times. I love those recovery kicks that Leon Slate always does.
Selection and a kick out at the last moment. Take another look. Feel the impact.
And what Darkstate lack in experience, they more than compensate for in raw power and athleticism. That's what we just saw. They're not going to win a lot of matches on style points. They're just going to hit you in the mouth. They're going to stick to what they know, which is beating people up. Great counter by Slater. Continuing. Saquon Sugar just about knocked me out of my seat, bumping into this desk.
And that's the impact reach now. There's the tag at Jevon Evans. Evans now is a legal superstar for his team. And he's wiping out anything that moves. Super kick. Look out!
Ah!
That was the fastest move I've been.
Oh my God, Jevon Evans. I can't believe you. I can't believe you could just recover like that. You could just get up on your feet after jumping like that.
Jevon Evans right now, take a look too. He's not tagging out of the matchup. He's continuing to fly through. Big clothesline. Jevon Evans feels it.
Why is CM Punk's dog die? What happened? And it was sick? I don't think so. He was just probably old. He just probably died because he was old. They said they adopted him 7 years ago, and I don't know how much that is in dog years, but 7 to 10 years, that's like how much a dog lasts, especially for medium-sized dogs like that. Tiny to medium-sized dogs are more prone to pass away sooner because my sister's dog lasted. I was very surprised that my sister's dog, Rusty, lasted for such a long time because my sister adopted him at in 2009, and he was still alive until 2 years ago. He died 2 years ago. So 2008, 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 20, well, 20, yeah, 2021, he got passed away, yeah. 11 years to 12 years. That's pretty impressive for such a small dog.
450, Myles Borne, though, he's the legal superstar. It's not Leon Slater. Myles Borne with Osiris getting up. Osiris doesn't realize it. A little wink and a nod.
And it depends how many vet visits that a dog gets daily for it to have even a chance of surviving longer, because as long as you do that, you're paying attention to every detail about your pet.
What would this team do? How would they team together? Who would take the shot? What number will Myles Borne choose? Who will have an iron will? We'll find out Saturday.
Yeah, Myles stole the win.
Gentlemen, it's been quite a journey to get here, but here is your official contract for your NXT Championship match this Saturday at Deadline.
Ricky, you must understand that the version of me you beat at No Mercy was a man who was burdened with the tools of a long title reign. But this version is going to destroy you and remind you that you're only a footnote in my legacy as the ruler of NXT and all of WWE.
You know, one question that goes through my mind is, what happens to me if I don't beat you? Am I the man that I think that I am? Guess we'll never know. There's no more fairy tale. I am the NXT champion. And you can beat every and any man that steps in the ring with you. But guess what? There's an exception to the rule and the ruler. And his name is Absolute Ricky Saints.
Thank you, gentlemen. I did just want to let both of you know that for the first time in NXT PLE history, the men's NXT Championship match will open the show. Good luck to you both.
Well, no violence. That's a surprise.
Now it's the first storm of the winter season, dropping snow and rain across the tri-state. Now with temperatures dipping below freezing tonight, ice on the roads could pose the greatest peril.
Yeah,
the election of 2025 finally coming to a close tonight with runoff elections for the mayors of Jersey City and Hoboken.
And a famous hip-hop rivalry firing up once again as Curtis 50 Cent Jackson releases a documentary about convicted music mogul Sean Diddy Combs that Combs is calling a shameful hit piece. The Pix 11 News starts now.
Oh dear. Let's see. 50 Cent, my man. John Cena final match is this Saturday. Well, not this Saturday, next Saturday. But yeah, you're talking about though on. You're probably talking about Friday though, being the last time it's now tournament match. But yeah. As far as LA Knight and Gunther, I don't really care who wins because I kind of know who's already going to win, and that's Gunther. But I would be surprised as hell if it's LA Knight. I really would, only because WWE didn't want to prove us wrong, because this rumor was let out way months ago before this tournament even existed, or if there was a thought about this tournament. So they won't be like, okay, yeah, we're going to let the people have it and just have LA Knight win just because we didn't want them to actually be right. They wouldn't want us to be right since they just saw a rumor. And for those taking it seriously like I do, I knew this tournament was bullshit from the start once I saw Gunther on it. They really just did it because Gunther was handpicked, but to make people forget about the rumor they saw, they decided to do a tournament to landslide people, to make people think that somebody else would win, but of course that wouldn't really happen because their winner was selected right from the start. It's time for LA Knight. It's time for LA Knight for him to get a push main event. Yeah, if they cared about LA Knight, which I think they hardly do at this point, because if not, they would have let him have it a long time ago, and Gunther wouldn't be on that tournament if they really did have faith in LA Knight. They don't know what to do with their superstars anymore, especially the ones that the audience resonates the most. Hi there. But that's the end of the show. This NXT was pretty, not boring, but there was definitely a lot of superstars missing. I guess because they still are coming back from Thanksgiving week, so I guess like that's a reason why. But anyway, at least we got solid matches for Deadline though, so I'll be sure to stream that, of course. And we of course have to see if it really is gonna be Gunther or LA Knight, but I'm not rooting for either one. So whoever wins just wins, because either way, it's an opponent that I don't really care to see John Cena fight as his last opponent. I like the ideas of both of those guys fighting John Cena, just not as his last opponent. So that's the only thing I'll always say about this whole tournament. Any one of those guys could have faced him a long time ago when his tour, his farewell tour first started, but they didn't. So that's done and dealt with. It'll never be Chris Jericho or Edge like people were dreaming and hoping it would be, but we'll have to make do with LA Knight or Gunther. It'll probably be Gunther, but if it had to be Gunther, I would hope that they would let John Cena have this last win, because if they don't, people are going to be furious, and they're going to lose faith in WWE once again, and of course, refunds and everything. So it's them losing money, not me. But that's the end of the show, and I have high hope for Deadline. That's a pay-per-view that I know will satisfy us and do us good. Nobody won't care if Gunther can be Cena. That's the thing too. Nobody will care. And frankly, I don't care. The same thing applies for LA Knight. The same thing applies for LA Knight, but at least LA Knight is I guess more respectable opponent, I guess, if you want to say that. But either way, it was never going to work out with those two. They're fine. They would be fine in facing them in a live show, not a last opponent, live underground match, like Saturday Night Main Event. But either way, that's what we're getting, so we can't complain. So Deadline. So all we have to look forward to is Deadline and just move past this whole tournament, and that's it. But that's all to look forward to. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see Blake Monroe. I really wish we could have saw her, because ever since the last NXT pay-per-view, I forgot what it was called, No Mercy, or something. Ever since No Mercy, she hasn't had a solid opponent. It was never going to be Zarya or Sol Ruka to take back that title, so I wonder who it could be now. So we shall see soon enough, I bet, though. Hopefully after Deadline, or even on New Year's Evil, because that's the next. I think that's the next NXT pay-per-view in New Year's Evil. Is it yeah, it's a pay-per-view. Yeah, New Year's Evil is a pay-per-view. I thought it was a live show at first, but never mind. But that's the end of the show. Thanks for joining me on my Knockin Chu Out streams. My Knockin Chu Out Discord and Instagram are in the description below. They're on hiatus until further notice, but be the first to be notified when I get back to. And my donation links are down below as well. The Ko-Fi or Cashapp, any and all donations are accepted and appreciated. Thank you. And sorry that the wrestling server is not available in the description, but as always in this event, As always, in the event where the link is not provided in this live, you can look at any of my previous lives and it'll do the same. It'll do the same service. Just click on it and click the home watermark and you can see anything that's on right now, whether it's a live show, an upcoming pay-per-view, a current pay-per-view, even boxing matches such as like UFC or anything else. You can see it on there. Bookmark it. It'll save you if you don't have live TV or streaming services like I do. But that's all for me for now. I shall see you on Friday Night SmackDown, where we get down to the last Time Is Now tournament, the final chapter of it, and then we can move past it and then hope for the best on next Saturday. And of course, Deadline. Looking forward to Ricky Saints and Overfemi and the women's Iron Survivor Challenge, because I vaguely remember the last women's one. I think, yes, Stephanie McKeer was in it and stuff, but I really don't remember it all too much, so I'd love to see the women's. I kind of I'm rooting for Lola, because as much as I love Soul, I kind of like Lola more. And as for the men's, anybody could win, except for that, that good-looking Darkstate leader guy. But looks like they hinted Miles Miles is hinting at a potential heel turn, which is I'm not hating. It's just that I didn't think it would be that soon. But oh well. Is there a Pokemon in that Pokeball? No, it's empty. There's nothing in it. But that's all from me for now. I shall see you Friday and on Saturday. So, love you. Remember, do it with idle energy. Bye.